Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is James Steiner, and welcome back to Analogue, a hate story. And I am really fucking tired. I worked all week. I am sore, I am tired, and I don't want to do a long episode, but at the same time, I felt like doing another one, so here it is. Okay, yeah. I already did read this one. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that part out as I tried to figure out what I already read. Okay, so we go back to... Ooh, this should be fun. What does the Pale Bride have to say? Let's see. Dear Diary, today I found out why the household servant, I still can't believe we have one, why, has been so insistent on teaching me how to cook. Well, she doesn't call it that. She calls it serving meals. A year ago, I wouldn't have thought that sounded sinister. Now I know better. I don't care about this, I told her after the 7th day in a row of her lessons. Can't we do something else, like going back to sewing? I always loved cosplay. Let's do that. I know it's not fun, but your sister wants you to learn this, too, and it is very important. Your father is concerned, too, so take it seriously, please, young miss. Don't call me that, I said. I don't remember exactly what I said to prompt her next response along the lines of, why is it important, or something. I don't remember what I said, just her response, which blew me away. So you'll make a good wife, of course. Again, I don't remember what I said in response. Maybe I told her that I didn't want to. Maybe I told her that I was too young to care about that. Maybe I said I'd just go marry someone who was good at it himself when it was time to care about that. Whatever I said, she didn't take it seriously. Don't be silly, she said, as if I was obviously joking. Your father really is worried about your marriage next year. Now is not the time to joke around on the matter. My what? I asked her. Oh my, she said. He never told you? I'm sorry, forgive me, pretend I said nothing. I didn't mean to ruin the surprise. I'm sure he'd want to explain the happy news himself. Are you serious? I asked. The idea didn't make any sense, but since when did anything in this hell make sense? She said yes. You're going to be so happy to hear who it is. He'd better explain, I shouted as I stormed off. He'd better. Eee. Do you have anything new to say? Oh, hi. That's how you greet me? Say, do you mind taking a break a couple minutes just to chat? Go ahead. Thanks, I appreciate it. Really, I appreciate that you're here. I know you've got ulterior motives. What they are, I'm not really sure, but most people do, and that's alright all the same. No, it's pretty straightforward. I'm here to salvage the ship and figure out what the hell's going on. That's the whole point why I'm here, right? Right? I'm glad you're reading these logs, though, even if you don't really care. It's better than nobody from outside the ship ever seeing them, which is what I thought for sure would happen. Or am I just being cynical? If so, my apologies. Please tell me, what do you think about what you've read of the Pale Bride? It's actually kind of tragic. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you say that. Okay, so you're on my side. And who's the other AI? I'm really glad to hear you say that. Nobody else seemed to think so. There's something... Well, here, I've added another message for you. Just, well, why don't you read it yourself? I think I just struck gold. Okay, I'm reading that one and then I'm done, okay? I think... What did she give me? What? At least use my real name. Oh, I think I struck gold here. Okay, let's read this. Dear Diary, this week I tried to convince the old man to put me back into stasis by going on a hunger strike. It didn't work, obviously. On the plus side, at least I figured out where that stupid name they all keep calling me came from. Sorry, that last bit was written yesterday. I couldn't bring myself to keep going. I just kept crying. I still would be, but, well, it just gets exhausting after a while. I'm too tired to cry. Things aren't going to get better. They can't get better. I'm not going to get put back into stasis. I'll be dead by the time I'm 18. Why, oh why, did I ever agree to be frozen in the first place? If the future can't make me better, I'd rather die with my family there, at least, rather than these awful Kims. I wonder if they'll realize I was right after I die. Anyway, hunger strike. It was really hard, and I kind of cheated by sneaking into the kitchen while nobody was looking, but it at least convinced Father to listen. Fine, he said by the fourth dinner time. I'll show you why I can't. Up until he said that, I had been hopeful. Everything would be fine if he'd just put me back, I thought. But, sorry, I guess I've been trying to write this for 2 days now. It's really hard. Anyway, he took me to go see the egg I hatched from, his stupid name for the stasis pod. When he said hatched, the worst possible thing came to mind. Worse, it turned out to be true. In order to get me out, he had smashed apart the glass with a hammer. The pod was still full of shards. All my hope died when I saw the broken glass. The time was right to bring you into this world, he said. I don't remember what I said. Something obscene, probably. It wasn't enough. I know it's hard, pale bride, but it is for a greater purpose. Ooh, these people are actually starting to infuriate me. What was the point of arguing? It was broken and nobody in this awful future would know how to fix the pod now. Instead, I argued with what I could. Why do you keep calling me that? I said to him. He responded by pointing at an inscription my real father had left on the pod, a message for me to read when I woke up. The first line was written in Chinese characters, his idea of being fancy, I suppose, but he explained them in Korean underneath. See, the old man told me, the rest is foreign and archaic, but it names you at the top, the Pale Bride. I didn't say that. It didn't say that. It didn't say that at all. I shrieked at him in response. You idiot! You moron! You illiterate! Probably some other things too. I can't remember exactly. I was serious. Are you stupid? That's not how those characters read. It says, to my sick daughter. Sick daughter. Sick daughter. You illiterate monster. It says sick daughter. Me! He started to argue but then stopped. I think he was patronizing me as if I can't read simple Korean script. He just asked in the smuggest voice, then what should I call you, child? I screamed. I already told him 1,000 times before. Hyun A. My name is Hyun A. Okay. Now we have a name. Yeah, there's a shocking revelation for you. I can guess what you're going to ask, and yes, it's me. Well, you asked for all those logs, right? That's the information you were looking for, wasn't it? I'm not really an AI. I mean, I am now, but I used to be a girl, and I just thought, well, I thought it would be easier to just pretend to be the log-keeping program rather than explain the whole situation. I don't really wish to drag out the point. You've already heard enough about me. I'm sure you don't want more. I mean, I understand. I figured out what you were actually looking for at the very start. It's obvious, really. Well, I've re-enabled admin access. Just, please, be honest with me. What is that you wanted to know about? I could be honest here, because the only thing I was looking for was the admin password. But now I'm intrigued. So kind of both, but in order for me to do my job, I need the admin password. But at the same time, I have a very sneaky suspicion that she could probably blow me out an airlock. Wait a minute. If this is her, then that means that the other AI was probably the actual AI. Oh, you are going to make me choose, aren't you? Oh, you bastard. Okay, I think we've come to a juncture here. I do not have it in me to pick this right now. I am actually too tired to think straight because... And at the same time, this is an actual dilemma for me. Do I be actually honest and want the admin password, or do I go with my intrigue and say her? Because the whole point, the whole reason why I'm here was to get the admin password so I could get the logs for the whole ship to figure out what happened to the ship. It wasn't a rescue mission at this point. The whole point we were here was to figure out what happened to this ship because it randomly shows up. Well, we randomly found it, actually. And then we're like, okay, let's get the logs and see what happened to everyone on board. Ugh. I can't pick right now. Okay, so I will save this for another episode. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, I will save this for later. because I can't pick this right now, and the way she's okay, I just looked at her face. The way she's looking at me right now, it looks like she'll probably kill me if I give the wrong answer. So that would make me say, oh yeah, let's say you, but at the same time, I have been honest to her up to this point, but at the same time, I want to figure out what's going on. At the same time, I've got a job to do. You see the dilemma here? Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you like that video, be sure to click that like button, share, favorite, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!